Hey, Taurus, intuitive soul coach here with your May 2023 bonus reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right, so Taurus, we're going to take a look and see what you possibly don't see coming and how it can help you move forward on your journey. Now, right away, intuitively, I'm getting this energy of breaking free from maybe some sort of self-sabotage or limiting belief that you had. I'm also feeling here that there was someone around you who didn't validate your feelings, or you didn't feel seen or heard by this person. Now, this person could be a family member, it could be a loved one, it could be a partnership that you are in, or it could be a work situation as well. I'm just getting this energy here, Taurus, of invalidating you or you feeling that way as well. So let's dive into your reading, because I feel we may even see the devil showing up in your reading. I'm getting judgment because there's a second chance to move on. I'm getting Six of Swords and Eight of Cups as well. Leaving behind something, walking away, or even abandoning a situation because there's no more to learn. You've learned all that you could. And I'm getting here a rebalancing taking place. So let's take a look and see what we have here. All right. We have Aquarian energy showing up, and this is about reflecting on your priorities. This is a perfect time to do so. As I say, when we are in Mercury retrograde, pull out all of the REs, which can be reflection, it can be reevaluating, reorganizing, reprioritizing. So really taking a look at your emotions, some traumas, maybe even doing a little bit of shadow work, because that is the true embodiment of self-love. When we can embrace both this side and bring that together, that's when the healing really begins. So I do feel that a lot of you are reflecting on maybe business goals, career goals, limiting beliefs, feelings of unworthiness, or I can't quite do that, or maybe it wasn't the right time. I feel like you're bringing more abundance into your world here, especially towards the end of the month. But you're definitely going within. And I do feel here for a lot of you, I'm getting that hermit energy, if I didn't mention that already. So I'm getting going inward, gaining the introspection. A lot of you Taurians may be meditating this month or creating a vision board, a goal board. I'm also getting here lists being made. So you may be creating lists more this month. You may be sticking to a to-do list, especially if you've been putting something off for quite some time. But I'm also getting some of you journaling or getting back into journaling here, or getting back into some sort of a spiritual or health routine. Now, health can be body, mind, and soul. So there's some sort of routine I feel like you're getting back in the habit of that makes you feel good. And you may have slacked, or you may have put that on the back burner, or it's something that you've been wanting to do, but you've been procrastinating, because I am getting that energy here of procrastination. And we will clarify with tarot each of these as well. Now, you also have this Piscean energy of honoring your feelings. Excuse me. So there is this heart chakra activation that's happening for you, Taurus. And your feelings are speaking to you for a reason, because they're saying it's important to me. Therefore, I must take a look at it. Instead of maybe in the past, your feelings have shown up, but either you or someone else didn't always honor or value those feelings or those emotions that were stirred up within you. This is the time for you to reflect, to honor those feelings. How can you move forward? So what you don't see coming here is you're breaking through some sort of tension. You're breaking through and creating balance, and there's more flow showing up. But I sense that there could be a difficult conversation that some of you have with someone, or most importantly with yourself, because I am getting that energy here, possibly of maybe a little bit of shadow work. So it wouldn't surprise me to see the Strength or the Moon show up in your reading as well. Now you have this Gemini energy, which we are in Gemini season here shortly with this energy. And Taurus, this is all about you embracing the flow of life. Can you embrace this time instead of feeling that there's resistance or challenge or struggles? This is about you going with more flow. And I feel like this isn't necessarily what you see coming, because you may be expecting some sort of shift, but you're not quite sure what it is. So there's a little bit of uncertainty here, but what I feel is coming in for you is clarity. There is a freedom here of movement, freedom of thought. You are a fierce warrior, Taurus. So don't forget that. I almost called you Taurier. But this is about you flowing forward, and you're able to do so here because you are reflecting, you are honoring emotions. You're using this retrograde time to step back. Seven of Pentacles energy, where you're taking a look and you're saying, is this working for me any longer? And if it's not, how can I pivot my course? How can I go in a new direction here? How can I embrace the flow by honoring my emotions and my inner truth? I'm also sensing Seven of Swords here, so I'll be curious to see what shows up in the tarot. All right, we have Gemini, thinking it through. So look at this. You have reflection, you have honoring, you have thinking it through. So there's a lot of introspection happening here for you this month. And I'm getting around the 12th to the 15th. That's going to be that turnaround point. And that's actually when Mercury starts to go forward here, where we go out of Mercury retrograde on the 14th or so. We still feel the shadow effects, but you've definitely done enough thinking by that time. And I feel like you may be making some decisions even beforehand, but you may not see them manifest in the physical until around the 18th to the 24th is what I'm getting here. Now you have this Aquarian energy. You have it twice, and you also have Gemini showing up here twice. So a lot of air for you, Taurus. Excuse me. Now some of you may have that air energy in your chart, or you are right on the border of that Gemini energy, but this is about being real. And that's that Seven of Swords energy, about getting real, getting honest about what you need to do. No more excuses, releasing expectations. And this could be setting healthy boundaries with people around you as well, because some of you Taurians may have been dealing with people who were manipulative, narcissistic, or just didn't honor your feelings. They threw them or cast them aside, and it really took a hit to your level of confidence, or took a hit to your heart chakra as well. So I'm getting this energy of being authentic, being truly real with your ideas, and not holding back because of fear of judgment or criticism. And lastly here, you have Scorpionic energy, break through the tension. Yes, you're making a breakthrough, and this is what you don't necessarily see coming, especially if there has been a situation here where you've really been reflecting on your career, your money, finances, relationships, family, health, all those areas, right? It could be one, or it could be many, or it could be all, but you're breaking through, and this is a pivotal month for you to see things through the eyes here of clarity, instead of feeling like you're putting on a lens, or there's some sort of rose-colored lens or some tint or just something that is off. I feel like you're taking off the barriers, and you're seeing something for what it truly is. And it's going to actually help ease some tension. But first, before you get there, again, there is some sort of honesty, truth, conversations, or something that may feel challenging or difficult for you to embrace, but it's actually going to lead to a lot more happiness, a lot more love, and a lot more abundance, Taurus. So you have what it takes. Remember, you are the warrior. You have everything you need within you to embrace and make this change. So let's clarify this Aquarian energy of reflecting on your priorities. What do we have here? Okay, thank you, Spirit. Reflecting on priorities. Your first card out was the Two of Wands showing up here, and that is all about reflecting, needing to plan. What's my next move? You can see here that she has a telescope, and she's looking out into the ether, looking out into the unknown, and saying, what is possible for me? What's my next move? How can I plan my future, make a decision in my career, my business, or in my love life, right? What are my passions? What are my goals? What are my my interests. And I feel like you have this new vision here. And this new vision is actually going to turn to reality, I feel, especially once you push through some of these challenges or the tension. It could be tension because of financial. I'm getting financial tension. It wouldn't surprise me to see the Two of Pentacles, even the Five of Pentacles showing up. We do see the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is cutting through mental conflict. It can at times be a win at all costs. Like, I'm not giving up. This is what I believe in. Some of you may be dealing with someone who is quite stubborn. And this could be you, or it could be someone around you, where it's important to open up to a new way of seeing things, a new way of doing things. Shake up the routine. Even though we were talking about habits and routine, I feel whatever it is that you need to shake up, you need to set something in stone or in place, not necessarily in stone, but in place that's going to be better for you health-wise. So that's what I feel for routine coming in here. But for others of you, and it could be meditation as well, that can really help you break through this tension. I'm getting yoga, stretching, being in nature can really help you release some of this mental stress. Some of you have accumulated in the neck region, the shoulders, and even in the head. It may have caused headaches at times. But I feel like it's important for you to reflect, because some of you are really stressing about something mentally, and there's a need to declutter the mind, declutter even space, do some spring cleaning within the mind, within the body, and within the physical as well. There's the Five of Inspiration showing up here. Five of Inspiration is the Five of Wands. You have double fives, which are actually good because it says that you're taking a look at those difficulties. You're taking a look at some of those shadow aspects or challenges, and you're saying, what can I do to shake things up so I don't have to constantly be in this five energy of change, uncertainty, and conflict? Or even if you are in that, how can you bring more balance and more peace and more calm to the situation instead of feeling chaotic? And that's what is showing up here. Now, you do have wish fulfillment. Some of you are really taking a look at those things that have been difficult for you, whether it has been competition with the Five of Wands, lack of leadership. I am getting someone around you may not have the leadership qualities, but they may be in charge as well, or think they're in charge. This could be a family member as well. Someone who butts in when maybe they need to set healthy boundaries themselves, or it could be a lesson with you setting healthy boundaries, because I'm getting someone crossing the line or stepping over here. Now, for others of you, this double five with the two is replanning, reorganizing. I'm getting here an escape plan, but it's for the better. It's almost like having this new route, or you're taking a new detour, or as I talk about a lot, taking a look and saying, do you need to pivot on your soul journey? Are you heading towards your wish fulfillment? And the reason why so many of us struggle getting to this wish fulfillment is because there is some sort of misalignment when it comes to our inner truth, our soul's truth, and what we are taking action towards. Those are not aligned, right? If you want to, let's say you want to go travel to Europe and you want to go backpacking, or maybe you want to stay in a hostel. Maybe you don't even have a lot of money to do this, but your soul is calling for you to do it. But yet you are back home working at a job that pays very little, and you are miserable and you really don't love this here. But you're doing it and you're working really hard because you want to advance and you want to grow, but your heart and soul is pulling you to go in this direction and go travel. But yet over here, that logical mind is saying, but I need to stay, I need to make money. So again, you can see that disconnect or that discord that is keeping you away from what it is you truly desire. So again, I'm not saying, quit your job and go travel. Of course, be logical as well. But some of you really need to take a look inward and see if your inner world is aligning with your outer world, because that's going to get you towards that Nine of Cups here, which is wish fulfillment. So that's why you're reflecting. That's what you don't necessarily see coming, is that this is possible. This is what you are heading towards. And some of you may have some breakthroughs, some aha moments, some epiphanies in the month of May that really allow you to finally flow and break through the tension, financial tension or emotional tension. Now, with this Pisces energy showing up here of honoring those feelings that we've talked about, here's the Magician, which I love to see. The Magician is all about you being that creator of your own world. The Magician has all of the tools available in their tool belt. They have the wands, the cups, the swords, and the pentacles. They can use that wand to manifest what they want into the physical, to chase their dreams. They can use that cup to open that heart chakra and really bring about positive change, something that's fulfilling on an emotional level. And then they can use the sword to cut through the tension, cut through the obstacles. And then they can use that pentacle to get what they need in this physical realm, right? And so I sense that you're honoring your feelings and you're really taking a look at those priorities and what you can use to help you get to that wish fulfillment. So this is really beautiful. Let's take a look at this Gemini energy, embracing the flow of life. How can you embrace the flow of life more? How can you, Taurus, embrace the flow of life more? There it is, 8 of Cups. We talked about that earlier, walking away, leaving behind, abandoning. And it's an interesting scenario because I just mentioned, you know, if your heart may be longing to go elsewhere, but you're staying stuck in a situation because your logical mind may be saying, I need to stay here. I need to make money. I can't embrace change. I won't, whatever your reasoning behind it is. The 8 of Cups shows up, and this is my Eat, Pray, Love card. If any of you have read the book or seen the movie, Julia Roberts, it is all about abandoning or leaving behind her old life because she doesn't feel emotionally fulfilled, right? But she realizes, she has a breakthrough moment, or many of them, that she realizes she's the magician in that movie and she wants to live life that feels full and that feels good because where she's at just isn't cutting it for her. So she needs to abandon and leave behind everything that she's ever known to move towards her 9 of Cups. That's what the 8 of Cups walks towards, and we already see that showing up here for you. So the 8 of Emotions is clarifying here, the embracing the flow. So things are going to start to naturally give way, naturally kind of shed from your energy, but then there are going to be other things, Taurus, that you need to make a conscious effort to leave behind so you can move towards your wish fulfillment. So I'm liking this a lot for you. Let's take a look here at the Gemini energy here of thinking it through. What is it that you need to, that you're wanting to think through? Because you're doing a lot of thinking here. So some of you may even be overthinking. So if that's the case, make sure you do some meditating, get out in nature, create a list, write something down. There's that Strength card that we were talking about earlier as well. Way too many cards, but let's take a look. I am going to take the top 2. Actually, top 3. Oh, you know what? We're just going to look at them all. We'll take a little bit of time because I feel like, every single card that we had mentioned, I feel, is in this little pile. So just to clarify, because again, thinking it through, remember what we just said here about you maybe overthinking? Well, look at that. That's a huge list of things that you may be thinking about. There's that Hermit. You're going into deep introspection. Some of you may have been hibernating. You may have just been keeping close to home, sticking close to home, maybe even designing the home in a new way, creating a sacred space, a safe environment for you at home. You may even work from home as well, but this Hermit gains the introspection needed in order to gain the knowledge to take that next step, right? But sometimes we can stay in this Hermit mode for too long. It can feel a little lonely. It can feel like we're withdrawing from the rest of the world, or we may even feel rejected because you have the 4 of Swords right behind this. This is about overthinking, overworking, ignoring the signs of rest, or obsessing about a situation. Now, if that is you, you may want to just back off and let things flow organically. For others of you, this is a good energy of healing, right? 4 of Swords, she's soaking in this beautiful tub here, or beautiful waters, and she has these rose petals, and this is opening up that heart chakra. It happens after the 3 of Swords. So some of you may have gone through a 3 of Swords or a Tower, because you do have the Tower, the 2 of Voices, and the Strength coming in. here for you. I do feel like this may have been a past energy, or some of you may even be fearing if you move forward that this is going to take a lot of strength for you, and you're feeling a little bit conflicted with the Two of Swords, because that can be a head going in this direction and the heart going in another, which we just talked about. And you don't want your world to necessarily come crumbling down, but sometimes that is necessary. Sometimes it is part of the divine plan, the blueprint that your soul, Taurus, knew about prior to incarnating. So know that everything that's happening is happening for you, for your evolution, because you are a beautiful or handsome, imaginative warrior, and you have all of those magician qualities and skills to manifest the life that you want. But first, you must see it from this new perspective. You must believe that it's possible with this Hanged Man energy. Now, you also have the Lovers, and this is about trusting that you have what it takes to make decisions that are going to bring in emotional fulfillment. Now, this may pertain to a relationship. It can be a heart connection here. It is Gemini energy, which I believe we are clarifying. Yep, Gemini energy here. And this is a really powerful card of a soul contract. It is making decisions that are in harmony, are in honesty and love when it comes to you moving forward here. So what you don't see coming, this is really beautiful. We have the Hermit already, which we talked about, but what you don't see coming is the Six of Pentacles, Page of Cups, and King of Cups. So when this Page of Cups shows up here, this is about you moving forward and opening your heart up to more bliss. And you may not have thought something was possible, because I keep getting this pinch me energy, and I believe Aries received that same message as well, where something is shaking up. You don't quite see it coming. You've hoped for it. You've wanted it, and you've actually been the one manifesting it. But when it gets here, it's almost like, I've wanted this for so long. Is this really happening? Yes, it is. Trust that you're moving forward and you're taking action, and that there's going to be reciprocity with the Six of Materials, which is the Six of Pentacles. So if there wasn't equal give and take, if you weren't recompensed for your time, your energy, your effort, or if something was one-sided, expect emotional maturity, connection, and love to really take you by surprise in the month of May, because this King of Emotions, King of Cups, is someone who's very, very supportive. He's also very emotionally intelligent as well, and patient and compassionate as well. This is someone who doesn't want the drama. So I feel that if you were in a situation where there was drama, you've matured, you've leveled up, and you've grown, and you're saying, you know, I don't want the drama, but I'm willing to give a good challenge, a wink in the eye, to see my dream succeed. So you may even be leaving behind drama, or people who just were cold, untrustworthy, or were not in touch with their emotions, because there's a better path here forward for you. So really powerful energy coming, and that's all that you've been thinking about. This is everything that's been on your mind here. Let's take a look at this Aquarian energy of being real. What do we have here for the be real? What is it that I'm getting? Seven of Swords, as mentioned prior, but this is about you getting real. It could be people getting real around you. Yeah, death energy. The death is all about you going through a transition. And when the death shows up, it's saying that there's a rebirth happening. There's a time of an ending. This is spiritual growth. So don't resist that change, because that Tower certainly has shown up, right? I feel like there's some sort of change here that's inevitable, but it's something that you may have a difficult time embracing, because there's still maybe a little bit of lack of clarity, or there could be that Moon energy of working through some truths that were exposed, or some shadows here. But with this death card, you're definitely that phoenix rising from the ashes, and I feel like you may just surprise yourself. So this may be what you don't see coming, is how true, authentic, and real you're being with not just yourself, but those around you as well. You're saying, look, this is what I need. This is what I need from you, or from our relationship. I need reciprocity. I need you to open up more. I need you to understand and listen. I need you to help me feel validated by listening and paying attention to my emotions. And also, most importantly, this is about you and the relationship with self, and making sure you appreciate you and you believe in yourself and you are validating your own emotions. But I also sense that there could be someone around you that you're working with, and you're working through some of these struggles as well. Now, last but not least, let's take a look at this scorpionic energy of breaking through the tension, or breathing through it, I should say. So let's take a look and see what you need to do, or what you can do, Taurus, to help you breathe through some of this tension. And they're telling me, keep going. Okay, so we have 2 cards showing up here. I'm also getting a strong S name as well, S. So it could be, I feel like it's the beginning of a name, beginning of a first name or a last name. Let me just see here. Simone, could be Simone, but I'm also getting additional S. So Simone may be the name of you, someone around you. It could be a place as well. Please take it as it resonates. I love this. Now you have 10 of Wands showing up. Yes, there's tension. You have a lot that you're carrying on your back at this time. Some of you Taurians are Mr. or Mrs. Fix-Its. You may attract people that need fixing, or people that are carrying a heavy load. This could be you carrying a heavy load as well. But you're a fighter. You're a warrior. You're not going to give up. But what you may be needing to realize is that we really need to prioritize what is ours, what is theirs. Do we need to carry the burdens of another or a situation of codependency? Okay, I'm getting that for some of you, where someone may be codependent, whether it's you or a person around you, or this is about you delegating or eliminating situations that feel heavy, bringing in others to lighten the load. And once you release, because 10s are all about endings, you have the sun right behind this, Taurus. This is a power card. And look what she's doing. She's meditating there. She's in her power. She's feeling good. The sun is all about abundance, happiness, success, and enjoying the moment. Being in the moment, not waiting for the rug to get pulled out from underneath you, not waiting for something to come crumbling down or crash, but you knowing that you're grateful for everything around you, the good, the bad, the ugly, right? This is about you embracing in yourself, in the shadows, in your strengths, and combining and knowing that everything that's happened for you has created this incredible version of you here on earth. So be proud of yourself, pat yourself for your accomplishments, but also realize that sometimes, especially if you are empathic, or if you may have slipped within boundaries in the past and you've carried other people, or perhaps you've just had a lot of challenges in this lifetime. This is about you coming to an end, and I'm getting this ending period here for you where you're going to enjoy a lot more ease, a lot more bliss. If you can take a vacation, plan a vacation. Some of you may be planning or organizing that as well, or you may be shifting up your home environment to create a more sacred, safe space for you. But if you have been cooping yourself up in home, it may be an important month to get outdoors. Call up a friend and ask for them to go for a walk, or, take a kayak trip. Something like that would really do you good. All right. Last but not least, Taurus, we're going to get a message from the Mystical Shaman Oracle. And you have here the Child. It's card 7. And 7, that is the Chariot. And that's all about triumphant movement forward. I will read to you the invitation and the medicine. So it's kind of like that upright and the reversal. The Child is here to release you from the habit of being yourself and to help you acquire a beginner's mind so that you can see life as if for the first time. Remain open to learning and discovery. Who is your spouse or partner today? Can you see them with fresh eyes? Who is looking back at you in the mirror this morning? Become a mystery unto yourself and reconnect with a sense of childlike wonder. The medicine. The Child comes to show you how you can correct the course of your life without being punished. And wow, remember in the very beginning, we talked about course correction. That's what you're doing. That's what you are using this retrograde in this period of time for, is to course correct. And that's beautiful. That's a clarifier. Set yourself free from your conditioning for suffering. You were born unfettered and happy, and can be so again if you make the choice right now. The Child will help you climb out of the hole you may have dug yourself into to recover your sense of play. Yes, bring this sense of happiness out. Enjoy this sunshine energy, even though it is your last card here, and there may still be a little bit of tension, still some obstacles showing up for you in the month of May. I do sense here that you have this choice. You have that Eight of Cups energy to abandon or leave behind a situation, a pattern, a limiting belief, or whatever that may be for you, Taurus, in order for you to walk towards your wish fulfillment. Believe it's possible for you because you have the Sun, you have the Nine of Cups. This is powerful energy. So stay curious, stay open-minded, and embrace that inner child. And if some of you are still healing and dealing with some inner childhood wounding, or this could be someone else's inner child, because I am getting that some of you may have been with someone who threw childlike tantrums, right? King of Cups in reverse, someone who may have been a drama king, not in touch with their emotions, cold, untrustworthy. So I do feel that someone may be working on healing their own inner child as well, but you're realizing that it's their journey and that we can only lead a horse to water, as I always love to say, but we can't make it drink, right? We can only control what is within our own lane, our own soul's journey, our own emotions. So when you truly embrace this, Taurus, when you truly realize that that is the truth, our soul's truth, that we are only in charge of us, our journey, then the game changes here. So I feel like there's this child within that is embracing, that's coming alive, and you're feeling more seen, more heard, more understood, but you're also embracing change, and there's these new beginnings showing up here for you. You're going through this big transformation, and this Death card here is saying you will rise from the challenges that have set you back. So I hope this resonates with you, Taurus. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in and being here, Taurus. Lots of love.